Sasquatch. Sasquatch.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Bigfoot Entertainment Monthly right here on the Squatchers Lounge podcast. That's right. Yeah, I know I said we were going to talk about Scott Nelson. We'll talk about Scott Nelson next week. Trust me, that shit show ain't going anywhere. By the way, this show is not for children. If you're under the age of 13, go ask your parents' permission if you can watch stuff about Bigfoot on YouTube. The answer's probably no. Okay. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Then we are live right here on YouTube. That's right. Free of charge because, we're not worth anything. With me, as always, is your old pal Wes Losner. There you go. Squatchy Inc. on Instagram. The comic man of the century. That's right. He's got it going on. If you like comics, you should probably be following Squatchy Inc. on Instagram because you're missing out. That is for sure. Hello, everybody. There's a bunch of people in tonight. We are talking about Sasq-Watch. That's right. Yes, Sasq-Watch. Uber geeks Nigel and Oscar want nothing more than to capture definitive proof of Sasquatch. When their guide bails on them, they must resort to using a mismatched group of outdoor crap to try and meanwhile, their rival Klaus, also on the hunt for the Sasquatch, races to beat them to the prize in this documentary style comedy. You know what this is to me? Seriously, this is Greg and Craig, the Sasquatch Hunters movie. I mean, it's seriously, that's exactly what it reminded me of Greg and Craig of Sasquatch Hunters fame. I really just like, yeah, I'm down with this. What were your first thoughts of it? Because you're the one that picked this one. I had never seen this one until yesterday when I watched it.
This one, like, it's hard to find on Prime. But it's there. Like, if you just...
Yeah, you literally have to go into the search and type in the whole thing with the dash and the watch to be able to find. If you just type in Sasquatch, nope, doesn't come up. Yeah. If you type in Bigfoot, it doesn't come up. But if you type this in, it finds 16 other things that have Bigfoot and Sasquatch in it. But this one finally comes up.
Yeah,
dude, it actually looks like you're part of the group in this. Do you see that?
I know. It looks like I'm in the movie.
That's right. You're part of the movie poster. That's awesome. I didn't even try to do that.
I found it just cruising through Prime, Amazon or whatever, and when I watched it, like just watching the beginning, like I was like, oh, I'm gonna like this. Because you know, like what within the opening minutes, they're showing how this kid started his, so he sees a Bigfoot, and just his brother walks up next to him and is like, science. And I just like,
and they're hooked for life, man. Yeah. Oscar is great. Yeah, my brother's not exactly maybe the greatest academic, but he's got street smarts. The guy literally looks like the friggin' Star Wars kid from internet fame from way back. Twirling around with the staff and the gun. Oh my God, was hysterical, absolutely hysterical.
Yeah,
and then they reveal their Squatchmobile.
Yeah, the Pinto.
No. It's far worse than a Pinto. That, my friend, was an AMC Pacer. That was the Mirthmobile. That was Garth Ride in Wayne's World. Yes, it absolutely. And they had it packed to the hilt. On the top of it, not a stitch of anything inside. Everything was tied to the roof of it. There was nothing inside the car. It was like,
the back door kept opening.
Yeah. He's like, we got us some specialty gear here tonight. We got us a camera, and we got us a glow stick that you break in the middle. Well, it's not an emergency right now, so we'll get back to that. Oh, good Lord, man.
Yeah, this dude, he was full on Boy Scout, but you don't hate him. You know,
no, like, you don't hate him. You didn't want anybody to really die in this movie.
Yeah.
Not at
Even
all.
The guide guy.
The guy Neil Flynn, who played Samson.
Watch out, Mooncats.
Oh my God, he was hysterical. Yeah, you see this? This is my Sasq-Watch killing stick. You see the first few bars have been filled out of it, but the rest of it's blank because I haven't told that story yet. You know, it's like you want to see what happens to that guy. You want to see him fill in the last panels of that story. I want to make my own Bigfoot stick now. You know, when we go to Pi in April, in August, man, I'm gonna find me a big old staff and I'm gonna start panels every day, and I'm gonna carve in panels of the trip, man, because why not?
He what did he say? He had his share and a half.
Yeah, he's like, well, isn't this the same guy that like got lost and resulted to cannibalism?
No,
he's like,
but he started the first time he had cannibalism. Right. He was in the Navy or whatever the fuck.
They were in the Army, yeah. And he was like, well, how many people did you eat? He's like, well, 2 and a half. We were like halfway through the corporal when the rescue showed up. Seems to hindsight, cannibalism might have been a little early. Yeah. a little bit premature. God, how many people have you eaten? I've had my share and, somebody else's share. So, like 6 and a half. Sorry, corporal.
That guy was nuts.
And the chicks, I didn't even hate the chicks. They weren't even bad actors. Yeah. The blonde, they meet the blonde after they drive up to the woods, and I don't hate her. I don't instantly want to turn the movie off.
She was supposed to start off being a witch, but you still are like, she's funny.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. She was worth investing a little bit of time to get to know because, let's see here, what was her name here? Christine Quinn. She played Jamie, and she wasn't a horrible addition. Nobody was getting laid. That was for sure. So that Bigfoot wasn't going to be killing anybody. But Oscar was trying, bro. He's like, you like what you see?
Yeah. He's like, you know how you get to the ladies, you banter. He's just bugging the fuck out of her. Oh, I love that shit. Oh, yeah, no, this movie's funny. Every time I watch it, I laugh.
I actually rewatched it again today because I watched it the other day and I enjoyed it so much. I'm like, I'm gonna put it on again and see if it's actually rewatchable. If it has any rewatch to it, and it does. I mean, it actually, I enjoyed it almost as much the second time as I did the first time. But you're right, dude. The fella of color, Tim Meadows.
Yeah.
Of the Dewey oh god,
Walk Hard.
Yeah, Walk Hard fame.
Saturday Night Live mostly, but then he's hilarious in a movie called Ladies Man.
Yes.
Oh man, he's so funny in this.
He is an absolute fantastic actor. He really is. He's got one of those blow up space tents.
Yeah.
To where that he's basically living in the woods with to track Bigfoot, and got 2 slaves pretty much doing everything for him.
He makes him, oh man, slower. Oh man.
Dean West and Sherry Aiken, and they literally it's like the only thing they've ever been in. But I didn't hate them either. She didn't make me want to kick her in the chest and leave her in the woods.
They were funny when they were talking shit to him and stuff.
I mean, it really was a pretty much unknown cast because I don't know any of these people. I don't know that I should know any of these people outside of Tim.
Well, yeah, but I've seen that the Oscar in some other like of those party teen movies or whatever.
Adam Hirschman.
Yeah, and then the guy dude I've seen in a few other movies.
He was in Harold and Kumar. He was in Hot Tub Time Machine 2.
Yeah.
Chuck and Larry. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. So yeah, he's one of those, wild card comedic actors that you just don't really recognize all that much. I guess Shirtless Boy in Housebroken. I mean, what the hell is that about, bro? I mean, that's your claim to fame. Houseless Boy. Yeah, I was Jaybird in Hot Tub Time Machine. Who the hell was Jaybird? I've seen Hot Tub Time Machine 2, like, I don't know, 5 times. I don't even know who the Jaybird is. So I don't know. What? You go to Loogle? Don't you mean Google? No. What the hell is Google? No, let's Loogle. Sorry. Showing my geekness. I know. But overall, whoever wrote the movie was funny.
Yeah.
They had some
perfect.
Yeah, they had some comedic ability. And then whoever cast it was also funny.
Yeah,
because they really got people in the roles that, I mean, this right here, I mean, I know this at the end of it, but this right here is just like perfect. I mean, how many Bigfoot conferences do people present just like this? I mean, it's like, well, you don't have to believe us because we didn't take these pictures. Bigfoot took pictures of his dick. I mean, it's just one of those fun movies that I did absolutely enjoy this one. I will absolutely say that this one I enjoyed. Hey, let's take a minute and say howdy doody to the people that are out here in the live hangout with us tonight. Let's see who is out there. Well, Tim McCune. Hello there, Tim. Glad you're with us tonight.
What up, dude?
Spike Jeff. Got such a great name.
Yeah.
That's right. Then the Viking, Don Rife. Hello, Mr. Don Rife. Glad you were with us.
Don.
Bella Allegria. Hello there, young lady. I hope you are feeling well. You're well enough to be here tonight. There's that asshole Jeffrey Kelly. Why does that guy show up every single week? Bayou Irish. Hello there, Bayou.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning to you. Looks like we've got a Mexican standoff between a half Irish Indian and a jackass. And I'm not exactly sure how that turns out. Yeah, Natalie Smith. Hello there, young lady. Glad you're well enough to see us tonight. Your mama's there as well. Hello, Natalie's mom.
Natalie's mom.
That's right.
Going on.
Probably good that I didn't play the syphilis disclaimer tonight. Then.
Whoa.
Yeah. Hello there. Obsidian Radio. Hi. Ken.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, it's all over the microphone again. Aaron and Mary Duncan. Hello there. Glad you are with us tonight as well.
Duncans.
Your Hobo Man 5. What happened to 1 through 4?
Well,
did you murder them into quickening? Because there can be only one. Mr. Fang,
Oh, charge him. Get the pump.
All right, let's see. It's Rod Dupree.
In the motherfucking place to be.
That's right. Yes. Papa got some gold today in the mail. I actually panned most of it out already. Now I need more gold to pan. This is what happens. You wait for it to come. It finally comes. You pan it all out because you're in there. Oh, it's gold. Yeah, it's gold. I got gold. It was fun. I can't wait till Pie Pie. Pie Pie is going to be such a fun trip. Alice Detroit. Doctor Detroit. The old Dan Aykroyd movie. If you haven't seen Dr. Detroit, you're missing out.
Well,
Dean, Cooper. Matt Williams. Hello, Matt Williams. Glad
Mr. Williams.
Are with us as well. Let's see here. OG Bean. Hello, OG Bean.
Man, that is the OG Bean right there.
OG Bean. That's right. Karen Rob's in the house. Hello there, Karen. Glad you are there.
Karen.
The SoCal Forest Ninjas is playing a game tonight. Hello there.
What up, ninjas?
Frank Smith couldn't sleep, so he's joining us from Ireland. Hello there, sir.
Well, but
he's not my drunken Irish dad. I haven't seen my drunken Irish dad in a while, man.
Where's Dalrymple?
Dalrymple works the night shift now, so unfortunately he doesn't get to catch us live, but we do get to say hi to him. Hello, Dalrymple.
Dalrymple.
There's the Dave Jackson. Hello, Dave Jackson.
Davey boy.
Donald Fuller. Hello, Donald Fuller. Glad you're back. It's been a while.
Fuller.
My sister's cousin's boyfriend's aunt's second niece said that they saw Ferris at the mall last night and he was blowing chunks. Bueller. HNN Rules. Hello there. Greetings from West Virginia. Careful. I hear a banjo.
Mama.
Let's see here. Okay. Let's get going. Ain't no sandwiches when she's gone. Boom, boom.
I see the Dean Meister. We gotta get in a Dean.
Barahuta Milakunes. So there you have it, folks. Shane Barber. There he is. He's finally checked in a minute or two late, but we got him before it was all over. So there we go. Just doing a quick back to make sure that I didn't miss anybody. If I missed you, put your name in there and we'll catch you at the end, because I hate when people, when they miss that kind of thing, because it's crapola. All right, back to it. So they decide they're gonna go off into the woods and they're gonna find them a Sasq-Watch. And they take their guide with them. Now, their guide apparently
they were
was
going
attacked by
the Alabama mountain gorilla.
Right, the Alabama mountain gorilla, because they had to get the grant from Nigel from a lawsuit. Scratch, grant.
Yeah,
from the Nigel, whatever his name was, foundation.
Yeah,
they have better things to do with the money, but this is the last grant they were giving out. Oh, so they get up all their gear and they head to Beverly. No, they head out into the woods to look for Sasq-Watch. I've watched the movie twice and I still can't figure out how they pick up the blonde. She's at the place working.
No, the guide that said he couldn't go, and that they sent the last group or whatever, some shit. That was his daughter that went with them, the blonde chick, but his friend is that guy's son also, who wasn't in the movie. He was just mentioned, so he's like, oh, but so and so said that, because I guess his son set it up or whatever.
Well, they end up in the woods with this crazy blonde who definitely does not need to eat an extra sandwich. She is healthy and happy and funny and can take care of herself. So what do? They twist her leg. They wound her and make her unable to take care of herself.
Wow. Yeah. Because she would have been the strongest one out of them all.
Yeah, that's probably true. They
had to make her weak, because she was the one that would have survived out of all of them.
Yeah. That's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. And then, of course, Klaus is the anti-hero, and he's trying to prevent them from being able to find a Bigfoot. And
trying to find it first.
Right. He's
using what's his name? Nigel's patterns, or
his algorithm, his information, his whatever, his research. He just wants to follow Nigel around and get the Bigfoot first without anything. So what's he do? He packs up his camp and he steals his food.
Yeah.
And now they're stuck in the woods with no food, no gear, no Klaus, and a chick with a screwed up leg who is now unable to get out of the woods on her own.
And a half batshit crazy guide
Oh yeah.
With a full-on batshit crazy brother.
Right. And poor Oscar, he doesn't care.
He was eating those poison berries. Oh, man. I get going because I just remember that shit.
So Samson decides that him and Nigel are gonna walk the day and a half back to get help, and they're gonna leave Oscar and that chick there at camp, and they're gonna mark the coordinates. So Nigel and Oscar are looking at the map, and they're making a plan. And they cut over to Oscar with a little insert, and he's like, "Yeah, watching Nigel make a plan, it's just like watching Colonel Sanders, man. He's undefeatable."
Yeah.
And then he's like, Nigel, what's our coordinates? He's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh man.
The part that I still can't get over is the guide apparently is there because he's had a previous run-in with Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And Bigfoot knocked him out, and he woke up with a concussion and his pants around his ankles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. He got Melba Ketchum.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
It happens again. And then Bigfoot carved into a stick.
Carved into his stick. He got pantsed again. He pantsed me. I think it was more than being pantsed.
Yeah.
Now, for the parents that are out there in this, no foul language, no boobs, no real inappropriate sexualist behavior. You can watch this with your 10-year-old, and I don't think you'd be embarrassed about anything. I really don't. There's a couple of F words, but they're bleeped, because they're appropriate. Like, what the, and it's but definitely this is something that I would watch with a preteen with no problem. Little kids wouldn't get it. They wouldn't get some of the thicker humor to it, but this is definitely one that you can sit back and watch with your kids and not really have to worry about whether they're going to see something you don't want them to.
Well, I mean, the photos at the end.
Well, it's like your butt crack photo, I mean, it is what it is. It's still not, like I said, preteen. That's why I wouldn't watch it with my 5-year-old. I don't want to think I want to explain sodomy to my 5-year-old, but I could to my 11-year-old. Well, Bigfoot's giving him a Boy Scout. Bigfoot's giving him a Boy Scouting. He's really altar boying the crap out of him. Yeah, I know that's absolutely horrible. Frank G, hello at you. I'm pretty sure we said hi to Shane Barber, but we'll say hi to you, Eskin. So I don't know that I want to ruin this one for everybody because some of the people really haven't seen it yet. But yeah.
They all die, man. They all get killed in the end. Dogman shows up, starts ripping people's nuts off.
It was a fucking shit show, man. It was crazy. Jimi Hendrix showed up and Jimmy Buffett was playing guitar. It was crazy. It was like a share show, man.
Yeah. Then that goddamn Loch Ness monster showed up.
Asked me for $350. Speaking of the Loch Ness monster, did you see the pictures? There's new pictures of a Loch Ness monster sighting this week. I kid you not.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that happened this week while we're in here, let's go ahead and bring it up. Bigfoot is Real is a horrible show on the Travel Channel. It features it features the same jackasses that were part of the Killing Bigfoot, the GCBRO, because we're gonna kill this one. Yeah, well, some asshole apparently gave them a whole new series called Bigfoot is Real. And it's the same. I mean, there's some okay people. Like I know Bobby Hamilton, and he's okay. But I mean, some of the people they got on there are just twats, like moist twats. Yeah, I know that's going to turn some of you off out there, and I did it on purpose. But yeah, I mean, just dirty, man, just dirty. So Bigfoot is Real is out there. I caught that crap show today. Also, on the Travel Channel is that documentary everybody was asking me about that Justin and Stacey Brown on their sighting over at our Camp B. It was on tonight, and it now is called Legend of Bigfoot, and it is also on the Travel Channel. Now, that's the one that has the eDNA results in it, where they got outside of human but primate results out of the water streams from eDNA in the high Sierras below Gold Lake, out there in one of our research areas. So they got human-like DNA, but not human DNA out of their eDNA study out of the lake. They now it's like the fourth time they've renamed this fucking show, man.
What lake is that?
Up above Gold Lake.
You
know where Bassett's
is. That where they used to dump all those dead apes after the
right
after everybody.
Yeah, absolutely
not a fucking burial ground.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's up there by the kill site. I mean, we know that there are Bigfoot up in that area, but that's the one where they got the non-human primate DNA out of the Sierras, something that shouldn't have been there. So people were asking what the name of that one is, and currently on the Travel Channel, it is now called Legend of Bigfoot, and it was also on tonight. There's a couple of other stories, one from Mount Shasta, a couple of other things that went on, but yeah. That one's okay. But like I said, Stacey Brown Jr. Sorry, I threw up in my mouth a little bit. That's Bro Films. Yeah. Don't know what to tell you. There's a Skunk Ape movie out by Best Bro Films.
Yeah.
Stacey Brown Jr. But it's not exactly a movie. It's kind of a documentary movie about him and his dad's sighting. But yeah, if you take that 16:9 and put it back to 4:3 and re-render it and look at it, it's a dude. But I digress. We've covered this a few times on this show. Yeah, coming up next week, Scott Nelson and Bigfoot have a language, apparently. Bigfoot have a message, and they want to talk to you. So I'm kind of of the camp, like Dr. Meldrum and I don't see eye to eye on much, but he said if Bigfoot could talk, they'd probably come out of the mountains and tell us what they want or don't want.
Well, they gotta learn English first.
Right. Well, my Pomchimal knows English. I don't understand a damn thing that dog says, but she knows everything I say. So apparently English can't be that hard, because she's pretty stupid.
Yeah. I don't know if we said what's up to Obsidian Radio, but Obsidian Radio, hello.
Radio there. And that looks like the end of it tonight, my family and peeps. We're going to wrap it up for this edition of the Squatchers Lounge podcast and Bigfoot Entertainment Monthly.
You go.
We will see you guys right back here next week with a new edition of the SLP. Scott Nelson, I want to thank my co-host, the Honorable Your Old Pal Wesley Rosner.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And we will see everybody right here next week, 8 p.m. or so. Until then, may the Squatch be with you.
In your butthole. Merry Christmas, everybody.
I'm not sure what happened there.
That was fast one. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Good night, John boy.
Hi, Kyle.
Good night, Grandma. Oh, taco night.